Hi, I'm Jukia. Oh yes, the Nintendo 64, one of the best consoles ever made. Honestly, just losing for the GameCube one week. A console that brought us Super Mario 64, Banjo-Kazooie, Catastrophe Crow, and the amazing Uktena 64. A game that made a revolution in the horror on the 90s. A game that redefined horror way before Resident Evil or even Alone in the Dark. You don't remember? That's because I invented this. Ha! Uktena 64 or I don't know how I say this. Uktena? Uktena. Was made by Akuma Kira, originally released as part of the Dread X Collection 4 in the horror anthology, where developers had 1 week to make a game. The Ultimate Edition dropped last year, new campaign and new monsters. Steam described this as a dark comedy horror game with an N64 aesthetic. I described this if that was in Silent Hill. Yo Jeb, want to kill some animals?
Sure.
Just like that, you won't ask if they are infected, because they are infected.
Nope, I'm fine. But can I eat them?
Jeb, they are infected.
That didn't answer my question.
So that's our guy, Jebediah, or just Jeb. A hunter recently demonetized on his YouTube channel. Yes, that's the lore. Of releasing for the government to photograph dead animals in the woods. Nice career. His job is simple. Go into Wolf Hollow, find diseased wildlife, take pictures of their horrible mutations as evidence, and figure out what's causing all this. This job was given by CDC, and yeah, just that. It just, yeah, whoa, was given by CDC. Okay. Uktena 64 is a first-person shooter, more an hunting game. You explore areas, document a record number of dead or mutated animals with your camera, and fight off the things that don't want to be photographed, which honestly, fair enough. I think this is just funny because of the dialogues with Jeb.
Radical. Ooh, he's thick. Is this a tree?
Like, imagine if this... You got weapons, hunting knife for when things get personal, crossbow for when they get very personal, Prem LMG with infinite reserve ammo because why not? Like, the developer looked at this and said, yeah, give him a machine gun. Wolf Hollow is your playground, and by playground I mean empty places with N64 textures. You got forests with a lot of fog where things move just outside your peripheral vision. Got the Howling Marsh, home to the mutant bears with no flesh on their faces. Yes, no flesh on their faces. This is kinda creepy, honestly. And here's the detail I love. The first moment where Jeb, this fearless idiot who agreed to the government to say, yeah, I take photos of these monsters. No, I don't care actually. He now actually shows concern. Not the ritual circles, not the Eldritch carvings. The skinless bears, we finally got him. It took a while, but sure, okay, why not? Through the levels you find some logs. Some of them explains what happened. For example, on the first level with the turkeys, it explains why the turkeys got hungry and they start to attack chickens, and now they are attacking humans. And for some reason, the final boss of that stage is a turkey without a head. This is the classic horror environmental storytelling. You piece together the puzzle through these logs, and you got some story about this game. The Uktena, the creature the game is named after, comes from the real Shrock mythology. Long ago, the sun got angry at humanity and sent a plague. The little people transformed a man into a giant serpent, the Uktena, and sent him to kill the sun. He fails. The rattlesnakes succeeded instead. The Uktena, furious and humiliated, was sent away to live in the deep mountain pools, and he left smaller versions of himself behind. The game takes that mythology and filters into cosmic horror, and some comedy horror, honestly. Here's the cosmology the game builds. A seed fell from the wound of Azathoth and landed on Earth. A great fire erupted in the forest, splitting into smaller seeds. Those seeds grouped the land, and more twisted. People started dreaming of disaster, hearing things, feeling things that weren't there, and yeah, that's how everyone got crazy. You understood something? Thank you, because I don't. And here, Uktena isn't just a monster; it's a vessel. In the end of the first campaign, you fight Uktena, the big serpent. Cursed Forest, very dramatic. Yeah, you win. And then, just before it dies, Uktena spits out a massive seed, and that seed immediately starts launching spores into the air. Those spores kill our protagonist. Why, Jeff? Flowers bloom out of him, and now he's this thing. It is beautiful and horrible in an equal measure, you know. Just saying. And here's the kicker. Through the game, you can hit strange flowers to regain health. Even tempts you with it. Some players theorize that avoiding these flowers might change the ending, but it doesn't, okay? Jeb dies in the flowers no matter what, and I know this because I tried this, okay? I tried to not to eat these flowers, but the ending is the same, okay? But here in the Ultimate Edition adds a full second campaign featuring Jeb. I know, I said Jeb, but the Jeb with two E's. The Jeb brother, hired by CIA instead of CDC. Different employer, different agenda, okay, sure, why not? Where Jeb was documenting, Jeb is hunting. He wants to harvest the infected creatures for meat to keep his barbecue business alive. Yes, he uses the meat of the infected creatures to do barbecue. Perfection. Which is either the most American sentence I ever said, or the most American sentence anyone ever said. Same infection, same forest, two brothers, completely different priorities. It's genuinely clever. The Ultimate campaign recontextualizes everything by giving you the same events through a lens that seemingly is funnier. I mean, this second campaign is good, but at the same time very disappointing, you know. It's like the first campaign is good, you know, but this one is more like a scary movie. Uktena 64 tries something different from the normal horror games. It tries to be funny, but also tries to be horror, and actually works very well on the first campaign. The second one tries to be more funnier than scary, and on his story, but it still works very well, and actually it's very good. It's pretty good. The humor and the horror aren't fighting each other. Jeb, being an bothered idiot, makes the moments where he does actually react worse. The skinless bear, it's harder because nothing else got to him, and now it does. The floral ending, it's harder because the game let you laugh. The mythology is real, the Uktena is a real figure from the mythology of Shirok, and the game treats it seriously, even while putting in the game about barbecue meat and government contracts. It's still serious, you know, and the lore rewards the curious. There's some notes on the game that if you use Caesar cipher, you actually can see what's in these notes. It's a small game that built a world bigger than itself. Uktena 64 is short, strange and well-crafted thing. It knows exactly what it is. It gives you two brothers, one cursed forest, a mythology older than the genre, and understanding that no matter what you do, no matter how well you play, Jeb is going to become Flower. But it's just on the first campaign. In second campaign, the Jeb with two E's fights the first protagonist and with a guitar, and he brings back his brother. That involves in crypto in the end. And for a game that was developed in 10 days, perfection. You know, just saying, perfection. It's perfect, boy. It's perfect.